All right, we are live. Happy Sunday, everyone.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Eric and Eddie here for another Sunday shenanigans.
Woo-hoo.
Ooh. Eddie, you got a bunch of shenanigans going on over there. You're in the middle of moving. That's why there's a refrigerator in back of you instead of a fish tank.
Yeah, I'm found the neatest corner I could in the apartment and set up shop, and then realized it was a refrigerator that was going to be behind me as a backdrop. So hey,
Gotta do what you gotta do.
most definitely. So, this week for you, y'all been pretty steady, pretty busy.
Yeah, that's why, like I said, I hope you didn't think I was ignoring you the other day when you texted me and I didn't answer you back.
No, I know you have a lot going on, brother.
I've been working out in Santa Rosa Beach for the last 2 weeks, and yeah, just had a guy quit on that one guy I hired quit on me yesterday. So
The new hire already left again.
yeah, he's
the new rehire.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Right. Okay.
He did me a favor, honestly. But anyways, we're not talking about work crap.
No.
Unless it has to do with your work, because your work has to do with our hobby.
With our hobby, right?
Yeah,
I was supposed to do that today. They did the scuba trip today, and I didn't even. I didn't even get to meet up with them.
I was wondering when they were going to reschedule that.
Yeah, we rescheduled it for the 31st, and I thought I'd be eligible to go. And with having what got sprung on me this morning, and have to run out of town, that didn't. It didn't work out in my favor.
Yeah. What's up, Mr. Kaler, Codfather, Bob? How are you, sir? Adele popped in here earlier. There she is again. Collaboration of Curiosities 2.0.
Okay.
That's Miss Adele. So if you ever see her, that's Miss Adele. She's
Miss Adele. Okay.
She's a awesome chick from Australia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We got a lot of Australian that hang out in a lot of the chats. I was really surprised, like when I first started doing this, like how many people from Australia were in here. It's pretty cool.
They do pretty well over there. There's what is it? Simple Fish Keeping, I believe it is, or something like that. It's a young man that's over there in Australia. It's got a decent channel. I've seen him breed different fish and stuff.
Simple Fish Keeping. I think I've heard of him. And then there's Aquamate, I believe. He's another one.
Right.
Lazarus the Fish Boy. He's a younger one.
Yeah.
I think he's been on Bob's Tennessee Fish Mafia stream as well. So
nice.
Keeping fish simple. Yeah.
That's what it is. Keeping fish simple.
Yeah. Scott.
How's it going, Scott?
What's going on, brother? Al Wet Socks. I love that name. Cracks me up.
I chuckled as soon as you said it.
Yeah. Blake's Aquatics, Aquamate, Rumball. Yeah, Rumball's another good one. I've watched a few of his live streams. I like hanging out in there.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Miss Zen Ginger. Zenny Zen.
So game plan that I have, I guess, in the works, things I've written down. So writing them down, you're able to hold yourself to them a little better. I have been trying to draw up how I want to do the stands.
Okay.
So we can get the 450 and your soon to be 240 set up. And then
if Dory lets me,
yeah, if Dory lets you, right? And then also, put that new panel in on the 9-footer and make a stand for that one. So I know that's definitely something I want to do. Silver Creek, yes, 450 gallon acrylic tank.
Yes, the thing is huge. It's
I mean,
8 foot. It's like 8 foot long and what 3 foot tall.
you all can yell at me right now because it is holding stuff. And I don't even need to show this on YouTube, but oh well, I just did that. But yeah,
Okay.
it's currently holding material, but it's gonna go on that wall. It's literally gonna be my fish den, as the name implies.
We're keeping it real here, Eddie. It doesn't matter.
So yeah, there's a.
Yeah,
It's gonna be.
I could literally jump in that tank and probably swim a few laps around it. Like,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you could
because
go
I'm
in
so
there with no
small.
problem.
Like I thought John's 360 was big when we moved it, and it is. Like
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from it, but that 450 is like, oh my god.
Yeah. John's 360 is huge. Now, I think the biggest difference between that one and this one is where his was 3 feet across, and then it was only the 24 inches tall.
Yours is 3 feet tall, right?
Yeah, this one's 3 feet tall and 30 inches or 2.5 feet wide.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, but then it's also acrylic and not glass, so it makes it a lot
So that was pretty.
less heavy.
I don't want to say it was pretty light, but it was lighter than like a glass tank or whatever.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why I was trying to figure out how to word it. Yeah, Scott, I'm gonna have a 450, a 175, and a 280 in the living room, and then a TV sitting up on a wall somewhere. And then what's going to be my office. It's going to have more tanks in it than I was originally expecting, but it's okay. I didn't get rid of three tanks, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. At least you got them instead of somebody that's gonna just turn around and sell them again or something. Yeah.
Right.
Al, if you're talking about John from KD Tropicals 360, it took, what was there, like 10 of us?
There was 8 of us.
There's 8 of us that did it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you included the young man that's dating their daughter, I mean, he was, I guess, 1.5 men, and then
he was like 2 people.
You could almost say the same thing with Whip, with the way he was doing stuff. So
that kid lifted up one side of that tank by himself
and curled it.
Yeah. I was thoroughly impressed.
He went up past his elbows, like almost lifted it like a, yeah.
I was thoroughly impressed, because that tank was heavy.
Very.
Oh my God, it was heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say, John called him, what was it, Puerto Rican or Hispanic Steve Rogers?
Yeah, he had a pretty good name for him. Him and his brother, he had both of those guys. Good names.
Yeah, he had his Hispanic Steve Rogers, and then the kid with like the best mustache in North Carolina.
Yeah. But so I know for Eddie's fish den, those are going to be some of the first things I get going. Obviously, like a restructure of the other 2 tanks can go in as well. But yeah, I want to get these tanks up and going now that I've got them here, and it can be my main focus.
There you go. We're going to couple more come in. Aquarium Daily, hello. Ritesh family, welcome. And Mike likes aquatics and things.
He said, "Hey yo."
Hey yo. Or he could be like Razor Ramon and be like, hey yo. And there's Miss Carrie, Science Gal. Welcome. Yeah, see, my problem is when I get that 72 bow front from you is I got to figure out where the heck I'm going to store it. Because like I was telling you earlier, I don't really have anywhere to store anything right now.
Right.
So I got to find a spot for it. I think I know where I'm going to put it, but I just can't put it there right now because there's a bearded dragon in the way. But,
I got you. I would definitely have to. Yeah, I don't foresee it going in that other room here.
I'll bring it here. I'll figure something out.
It.
Because that's the only other tank besides the 125 saltwater that's going to stay in the house when I move everything
Oh, okay.
to the shed. Because Dory likes the flower horn, or she calls him Kyle.
Right.
So she asked me if we could leave that one in the house. So I
Kyle has to
compromised.
stay.
Kyle has to stay in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Kyle, his top fin is just as long as his bottom fin now.
Yes. It finally grew in.
It finally grew in.
Good.
It's sick looking too. And his hump is like probably 3 times the size it was when I bought him.
Nice.
It's like this, almost the size of a ping pong ball right now.
That's amazing.
Like a little bit smaller than a ping pong ball.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, Mike, my wife named our flower horn Kyle. I was like, why Kyle? She's like, I don't know. She just looks like a Kyle. Yeah, Bob, I can show Kyle this weekend, but I will, full disclosure, before I get yelled at later on tonight, he's in a 20 high right now because that's his quarantine tank until I get the 72 gallon from Eddie and get it set up. Before anybody's like, oh my God, the tank's too small for him. No, it's temporary.
He's only 5 inches, and
he's not even 5 inches. He's probably 4 inches.
Right.
I already have a tank bought and paid for. I just got to go get it. So, just putting that out there. That is his quarantine tank, and he's happy. He gets water changed every week, and he gets fed 3 times a day. Extreme big fella pellets, and he is just a happy fat Kyle. That's what he is.
I keep wanting to say Cartman then.
I'd rather call him Cartman because that's what he reminds me of. He's a little a-hole, but he'll eat out of my fingers now, and he'll let me touch his head. It's pretty cool. He's a cool fish.
Yeah.
I like him. He's a very like personable fish.
Oh yeah, I mean, they'll get to the point where you can have them sit in your hand and do all that stuff. And exactly, they'll want you to rub the bulb on the top of their head.
But yeah, and I had there's a couple little rasboras that I had in there from a project I was working on that I didn't get out fast enough. So yeah, he not intentionally, but he made a quick snack out of them.
Goodness.
He's savage. Like, he'll definitely one of those fish. Like, if it fits in his mouth, he will eat it.
Right.
I fed him some. I was feeding the carnivore tank some tilapia fillets, and I gave him a couple little chunks, and he just. It was almost like a dog when you give a dog a toy and it just starts like shaking his head. It was just downright ridiculous.
Nice. Don't play with your food, Kyle. Eat your dinner.
He was just showing off to the 3 crebenzas that are left in there in my fancy plecos that, he'll tear their butt up if he gets a hold of them. I don't know, those crebenzas, they don't take no crap though. That's probably why they're still there. I got to bring those to Amber. So my last 3, I got to give to her.
Did you see the name that Mike wants to call his African green bush snake?
HR Puffinstein. Oh wait, Lisa snuck in here. Hello, Miss Lisa. I'm still not used to her new channel name, Roots and Whiskers.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was okay. Well, hello. We were just talking about y'all.
Oh yeah, she just said the ornate biker that I gave him has gotten so big he eats more than the other two bikers.
That's
He
awesome.
he was a savage when he was in my tank because I had him and another one in there, and he would push the other one, which is a little smaller than him, out of the way completely just to get at the food. Those
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw what Scotty said.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure it out, Scotty.
He's working on it.
I've recorded some stuff and I've got to get into the editing side of it so I can get some things posted. I don't want to keep doing just the little shorts and TikTok style videos. I really want to get something nice put together.
But you also got a lot going on right now with moving. Like you got
Yeah, exactly.
don't
A lot.
let it become a chore.
No.
I'll tell you, I will give you that piece of advice.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's got to be. You got to be able to enjoy it. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, oh crap, I got to make a video today. This is all stuff that people have told me, and I've actually kind of, before I recently got back on YouTube, that's why I was kind of taking a break. Not only was I busy with work, but I was just like I was balancing too many things, and something had to just like stop for a little while.
Right.
So thanks for posting Lisa's link there, everybody.
Yeah.
If you're not subscribed to Miss Lisa, aka Roots and Whiskers, please go on over there. She's got some cool stuff going on over there. Don't forget the like button. Yes, thank you, Garcia. Anywho, speaking of ornate bikers, this one that's behind me right here, which you can't really see. There we go.
Yeah.
He has gotten huge. He's probably like, I want to say like 14, 15 inches right now.
Nice. Yeah. And that was one you've raised up, right? That wasn't one you got from Jorge.
Nope. That was the one that I bought. He was probably like 3, maybe 4 inches from Blue Water Zoo. And yeah, he's another one I've had since probably right around September or October, and just like completely like blew up. I've never had a fish grow as fast as these 2 Oscars and that Starry Night, though.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Good quality food, good quality water. You get to really see a fish excel, and then when you put them in a tank that's large enough that they can get to the size that they should, it's pretty awesome.
That's why I want to get that 240 off of you, because I want to move all the big guys in here into that.
Right.
The biker, the Starry Night, and the 2 Oscars. That's going to be probably all that I put in there. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I might think about getting like 1 or 2 more Oscars for it, but we'll see.
Right.
Or not, don't tell anybody, but I was at Pet Supermarket today because Blue Water's closed and I needed a light bulb, and Petland wasn't open yet. And they had some Oscars in there that were really pretty.
All right. I'll try not to tell anybody.
Yeah, they were only like that big, but
geez.
I was like, if I had something to put them in to grow them out, I would totally buy 2 of them. But
Miss Lisa, I moved across town. I'm actually like only 3 miles away from work now. the rest of my family all moved to Alabama, but I just moved basically, I don't know, about 2.5 miles. But went from a very large house to a very small 2-bedroom apartment.
You know, you got all your fish tanks in there. You got yourself in there. That's all that matters.
Yeah, all the belongings are here except for the 175 and the 280, because that still has all the babies in it. So, and of course your 72 gallon still has the Jack Dempsey's and stuff in it. So, but Peyton's supposed to be picking those up, so those will be out of the way.
What are we talking about? Texan and wannabe Texan. Oh, a Yankee Candle. If they made a barbecue scented candle.
Oh wow.
That,
Yeah.
you know, it's one of those things. Like, it could either be like one of the best candles in the world or one of the worst smelling things ever.
I feel like it would have to depend on the dwelling and location, most definitely.
As in every Texan or wannabe Texan would buy it. Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, Eddie's in the middle of moving.
Yeah.
In case anybody just came in, that's why there's a refrigerator behind him instead of a fish tank.
Refrigerator. I mean, there's fish tanks, but there's no fish in them. They're just sitting here, and to me, it's not anything that needs to be shown.
Lisa, were you in here when Eddie was talking about his 450 gallon tank? Just curious, because I was telling him, like, I thought John's 360 was like the biggest tank I'd ever seen until I seen that. Aside from going to like an actual aquarium.
Aquarium, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Zen. It couldn't be too smoky smelling if it's an indoor candle. Like, I can't stand when my neighbors burn trash behind me. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have to have more of like that sweet kind of a maple molasses scent with just every so often a hint of like a little ember or something.
Yeah. Yes, Eddie's making us all jealous, Lisa, with his 450 gallon tank. I can't wait to see when you get it set up.
Oh, I'm so pumped.
What are you putting in that, by the way? I don't know if I actually asked you that or not.
I'm gonna upgrade all the big kids to the big pond.
So like your Oscars and peacock bass and all that.
Right.
Cool.
And then I've chewed on it and I haven't really talked to anybody about it yet. I think when I get the 9-footer done, I wanna make that the new tank for the bow front. So take like the angels and everything, and then make it that nice long like planted tank for those guys. Because I think a 9-foot long planted tank with all those little fish and the angels and the rainbows, and like maybe just keep the discus in the 175, and then kind of do, because I love how all of them are together, but I have been thinking of kind of splitting some up, and with still having the tanks that I'll have, that's definitely something I could do. And then with upgrading all the big kids out of the 280 into the 450, I want to take and then get some smaller fish, mostly like the ones that I've lost, and grow those back out again. So get another arowana, get another Temensis, and get like an azul, and then try to grow those guys out.
Yeah, I'm ready to get rid of these last little bit of African cichlid grow outs that I have, because that 36 bow I want to do. I want to get Kurt to order me some of those. Wow, the name's on the tip of my tongue. The angels that I like that are at the store right now. Not the avatars, but the Pinoy angels.
No, oh yeah, those guys are beautiful that we got right now at the store.
Pinoy, and they've actually colored up. I was looking at them. I went there after work yesterday to get some food, and they were shining nice and blue.
What'd you think about the red ones though that are right beside them? That are a local. Those are local angels.
I didn't see them.
Oh man. So I guess it would be the far left tank on that system. So the middle tank on the left hand side, it's got some really, really beautiful. I want to say they're like devil koi angels or something like that. They're a bright red with black accents. Beautiful angelfish. Yeah.
I'm a sucker for redfish, yellowfish, and bluefish.
I think that's a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah. It's close to it anyways. Bob was asking how many gallons is a circular 10 foot by 10 by 30 pond?
Huh.
I have no idea.
10 foot round by 30-inch deep. Well, yeah, I'm a lot.
You said I'm asking me to math is like asking a blind person to drive a car. So
I should be able to know it, but it's off the top of my head right now. I'm not, so I guess you could do pi. So the 3.14, by 10, and then get that number, and then times it. And then times it by 30, and you should be able to know roughly the volume of water. But yeah.
So you lost me at pie. The only thing I know about pie is it's either like apple pie or like pizza pie. And yes, I remember pie from math in high school. I know what it is, but I don't.
Right. Yeah, Silver Creek put another equation up there as well, but basically.
Yeah, math.
Bob said he Googled it and he still couldn't. Okay.
Yeah, you Google that stuff sometimes, and like I used to Google like dimensions of tanks, and it would either bring it up in liters, so I'd have to like take the liters and then Google how many liters equals gallon.
Right.
I'm like, why can't you just give me like my phone knows everything about me and knows I live in America, so why not just give me a straight answer?
Mike said, "Did someone say pie?"
Yeah. Thanks, Eddie. Now we're all hungry.
I mean, it is lunchtime.
I just had lunch before I jumped on here. It wasn't a very good lunch, but it was lunch nonetheless because I needed something quick. I got McDonald's.
Oof.
Yeah.
And I did get a coffee from there earlier, so.
Not my first choice, but it was the quickest DoorDash because I didn't feel like going out. Select Pets, like, is it an iPhone or Android that you want a straight answer from? Mine is an iPhone. So I know I love my iPhone, but I know it's damn near impossible.
Yeah, I was reading that question. I was trying to process exactly what it said because I have Android, so sometimes you ask Google something, it'll send you down a rabbit trail, and sometimes you get a good answer, but
5,800 gallons. Holy moly! Is that right?
Wow.
10 foot, like a 10-foot circle and 30 inches deep. Maybe.
Right. Yeah.
I'm trying to picture it in my head. Like,
I was thinking about half that, but that might be right, Al.
wow, that's That's a big old pond.
Yeah. Well, because, you know, so this is 8 feet, but it's a rectangular 8 feet. And then it's, yeah. So I don't know, maybe. I just don't see where, like, the 450-gallon tank could go into a tub that size that many times. I was definitely thinking somewhere more around the range of like 1,800 to like 2,400 gallons.
Oh yeah, he thought it was 30 feet around.
Oh,
Yeah. Famous Patty.
okay.
So like, I think iPhone has Siri. I think Siri is female. She will make you do some of the work. No straight answer there. You know what? You can actually change. You can actually like change Siri from a male to a female. I found that out when I was bored one day playing with my phone.
All right. So Zen Ginger said 1481. Okay.
Okay. That sounds more like it.
Or
So there
1,018. Yeah, those are more realistic numbers there, Bob.
So there you go, Bob. I wasn't any help, but Miss Zen Ginger was. So there you go. 10 feet by 30 inch. And then Silver Creek said it's 1,018 gallons.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not talking about that no more.
Yeah, it's 2022. We just have to let Siri identify what Siri wants to identify as.
Yes.
We'll say they them for now.
8 by 30 deep. How many gallons is awesome? That's how many. Yeah. I mean, yeah, learn something new every day. If you ain't learning something new every day, you ain't doing it right. Yeah, that's going off pools that are 10 feet by 30 inches. Yeah.
Nice.
Because, like, my pool is, I want to say it's like 4 feet deep and 18, like an 18-inch circle, and that's like 7,800 gallons, I think.
Right.
78 or 8,000, I can't remember which. But it's 4 feet deep and 18 inches across.
18 feet across.
Or circumference, yeah.
Yeah, you kept saying inches.
I kept saying inches. Oh.
Yeah, that'd be really small. Like, I don't think your shoulders would fit in it. It'd be more
Probably
like a silo tube instead of a pool.
Probably not. I mean, I got pretty wide shoulders. I'm a small guy, but I got pretty wide shoulders. Yeah.
I'm not gonna fit in any 18-inch gap. Maybe my head. That's about it.
Oh man. So yeah. Thanks, Bob. You got us all doing math now.
Right.
I've been out of school for over 20 years, and you got me trying to do math in my head.
I'm gonna try to do my first sump, like homemade style sump on this that 450. So I've got that 110-gallon Euro brace tank that I've had for a while. That's all scratched up and everything, and I'm just gonna put it, in the stand. And I've got one of those. Technically, I have two of them. That 400 or 4,500 gallon per hour pond pump, and I think I'm gonna set those up to have that going first, and just see what 9,000 gallons of flow looks like, and then see if maybe I need to back it down.
No worries, Bob. I'm glad somebody could figure it out for you. Silver Creek says it's not fair because I use my fingers to math and I'm missing a finger, so my math is always wrong.
Oh, mercy.
No pulling the Tommy Four Fingers card. That's funny.
You don't catch that reference. You're not old enough. Yeah. But I got a new bed the other day. Because you're getting a new place, you get a new bed. Holy moly, it's very comfortable. So once I do get this place situated enough to, I would deem it YouTubeable to record in. I know I'm gonna sleep great.
I think you should. What do you call it? I think you should. Your office that you're going to have those 3 other tanks in. I think you should make that your YouTube area. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up a little desk and get myself get myself a computer or a mounted camera and everything, so that way I can actually do streams a little better than sitting in a chair and holding a phone and bouncing everybody up and down for an hour.
Hey, I mean, we all go along for the ride, so.
I've been doing well so far with things. So if I want to keep growing, you got to invest in yourself to grow. So
yeah, like I said, don't go spending $1 million on a bunch of equipment.
No, like we talked about, get myself some form of a tripod, and then just a decent laptop or something. That way I could use it for more than just one thing. And should be able to be good to go. Find a desk on the side of the road and pick up a nice office chair.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for, an office chair right now, because I keep stealing Dory's, and every time I forget to put it back, I get yelled at. So.
It's like leaving the toilet seat up, huh?
Why did you put my chair back? Sorry, got carried away. I got off YouTube and went doing something else right away and got sidetracked.
Right.
It's not that hard for me to get sidetracked.
No.
Not with the 8,000 reptiles and 3,000 fish that I have.
Oh, what's that? That's new. Oh, what? I was doing something.
Squirrel.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, like I said, as soon as it cools down, like by at least 10 degrees, I'm gonna start working on the shed. I'm ready to get everything out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna epoxy the floor, make it real nice. I'm ripping everything out, the workbench, all the tools are coming out and going into something else. And I mean, it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take my time with it.
Right.
That was one of the things Dory told me. She's like, don't rush it just because you want to get everything out there, which I tend to do sometimes.
Yeah.
She's like,
you
need to do it right. And I was like, well, it's different now. I said, because my fish tanks aren't hurting anything where they are right now. It's just I want room for more, and I can't have any more right now because she keeps filling the house with reptiles.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a reason behind that, but she does.
There is.
But definitely lots of plants and lots of reptiles have flooded your dwelling.
I don't mind it at all. I like
Oh,
all
no.
of it.
Oh yeah.
Wake up in the morning and start turning all the lights on. It's like walking through the jungle. And then I walk into the front room and it's like walking into a lake.
Oh yeah.
A lake that has about 40 ball pythons living right next to it. Because I have
that's right on that rack.
Right straight ahead, I got all my ball python racks like right behind you guys, pretty much.
Right.
go, Dory, go. She ain't gonna get no flack from me. She can do whatever the hell she wants to do.
Right.
I like all the reptiles except for the ones that like to bite me, which we only have one right now, and that's the Cuban night anole. And I don't want to say I hate that lizard, but I hate that lizard.
All right.
I keep telling her she needs to rehome it, but she's too attached to it. You can't even get it out. Like you have to wear like one of them super thick gardening gloves just to get it out.
Oh, because its claws are so sharp.
That
Like it bites.
His mouth is probably like that big.
Oh,
like,
he likes to bite.
As big as it likes to bite. Yeah.
Mm.
And that thing bites
No.
hard. Like it's drawn blood before.
Yep, I'd be grabbing him right behind his neck.
That's what she does. She just like reaches in there, grabs it by the neck, and it comes out. Its mouth is all open, like I'm gonna kill you. You know.
Yep. Grab the toe with one hand, grab behind the neck with the other, and be like, "Let's go."
That's why I don't mess with that damn lizard. I was like, you can feed that thing. I'm not even gonna open up the door because I've got one of my beardies, Ragnar, my Hypo Zero. I finally got him to stop biting. Because as he was growing up, he got a little feisty.
Right.
And it doesn't hurt when they're small, but he's big now. And yeah, he got me once when he was at the size he is right now, and it kind of hurt.
Oh yeah. Goodness.
But I got him to stop. It's because two of my beardies are in one room and he's in another room. So the two beardies that are in the one room, that's the dining room. I'm in there most of the time, so they see me a lot. I get them out a lot. Him, he's in the back of the, where all the rest of the reptiles are.
Right.
So I don't interact with him that much. That's why I just had to start interacting with him more, getting him used to me.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest downfalls you see sometimes with reptiles is people that don't get to interact with them enough, and they do kind of nip and bite until they get tamed.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem is they don't interact with them, and they think, same thing people do at fish tanks. They just throw it in a corner because they want something pretty and don't do anything with it, and then all the fish die. Well, reptiles is different. If you don't take care of them, they will die, but they'll also, turn mean,
Yeah.
Like snakes, you got to constantly handle snakes because especially and you got to learn their habits because when it's feeding time, like I can tell you from personal experience, when it's feeding time, every time I pull a drawer out, I can almost guarantee a snake's going to try to stick its head out and bite me.
Right.
It's because it's hungry, thinks it knows I'm going to give it food, but if it sees my finger before it sees the mouse,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like anything else. Like when you get a dog, you got to learn its habits and train it.
And have to learn each other. The animal has to learn you and what you're wanting it to do, and you have to learn the animal and know what not to do.
And you have to always realize that it is an animal, and it's okay to trust it, but not 100%, because it is an animal.
Yeah. Yeah. The second somebody, gets a ball python, they're at work to look at, and they bring it up and they have their hand like right in front of their face. It's like, what are you doing?
Stop.
Do not put it that close to your face.
Stop it. Like I remember one time when I was working there helping out, like an older guy wanted to see one of the ball pythons, and I mean I could tell he knew about snakes because there's some things he was saying. I mean, he could have just done a really quick Google research before he came to the store, but anyway, I'm holding it, and like he didn't seem like he really wanted to hold it. Well, then right as I was about to put it back, he's like, He's like, "Can I hold it?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I went to like hand it to him. The snake's head was like facing towards my stomach,
Right.
and so the guy like reaches around. I don't. It was kind of weird because I felt like he was like reaching for my stomach, but
Right.
but he reached around to where the head was, and the snake like snapped at him. He didn't get him, but the snake
Oh,
snapped
wow.
at him. And I was like, yeah. I said, you gotta like, you want them to see you coming, but you don't want to grab them like head on, you know.
Yeah. 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 Bob.
Defensive strikes versus food strikes. Yep.
Yep.
Some people don't know the difference. Sometimes sometimes a snake just doesn't want to be bothered, you know.
Yep.
Just like anybody else. Like I mean, I don't want to be bothered a lot. I don't bite people when that happens, but I wish I could.
Ain't that the truth?
Or just like throw something at somebody and leave me alone. Get like a little ball bearing about that big, like leave me alone.
Let's not be like a king snake or anything though. It's not like, excrete fluids on somebody.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I have enough
That's
of
the best word I could use.
my reptiles poop on me. That's no. Mm-mm.
No. We don't need humans to have that kind of power.
For some reason, all my defensive strikes by humans are frowned upon. Yes, I know it's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Like for some reason, all my smaller snakes, whenever I do maintenance on their bins or drawers, whatever you want to call it, from the snake racks, like I'll give them a warm water soak to like if they're shedding or whatever to help them along. I put like $100 on it every time I take one out of the warm water. It craps.
As soon as you take it out of the water.
As soon as I take them out of the water, like why couldn't you do that in the water? Like why do you have to do it on me? Like, and it can't just go on the floor. Nope, it goes on my shirt. It stinks terribly.
Horribly.
I love the life of reptile keepers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called bath salts. Select Pet, and we haven't had a flare up of that in a while. It's been a few years, but
Yeah, I mean, that's rolling back a lot of years. We do still have weird stuff happening in Florida all the time, though.
Oh, I mean, we're Florida. It'd be weird if something weird didn't happen here.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I literally scared the crap out of it. I mean, open up the top of the snake bath. It's like, who's this ugly guy? This hairy, ugly guy. Let's see. Nelson, my endo. BTS likes to blow rancid bubble. BTS, that's blue tongue skink, right? I'm assuming.
I believe that's what that would bring you for. Because there is that one, there's the northern and then the Indonesian. So, yeah. And with them only eating mostly, decaying things or fresh fruits and stuff.
Oof,
yeah. That's probably. Yeah.
We almost bought that one big one that we had at the store. Remember
the previous one? Yeah.
I think one of your buddies bought that, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
That one's way, way more personable.
That one was cool. You could hold that thing, and it would just like, it's just like, hold me,
They picked that up, and then I think like 2 weeks later, he got his papers, and they got restationed.
Did you say he
So,
took it with him? Hopefully.
oh yeah,
Okay, good.
oh yeah, yep. And that the snake that she bought at Repticon,
Yeah.
they
All right.
got all their cages from us and everything and headed out.
Good. Man, I could tell I'm whooped this weekend. I never usually yawn this much.
Oh man, I know exactly what you're saying. I still got the most important two things to move, and want to try to get them out today, just because I know I got a contact call still tomorrow. So
Yeah.
yeah, that, and then back to the land of blue water pets. So we'll have to be back in the store tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll come give you a hand for a little bit. I know I gotta be home. I'll be home by like 5 or 6. I know Dory's wanting to cook dinner tonight, so.
Oh yeah.
And she's making stuffed peppers, and I cannot miss stuffed peppers.
Oh. Just with ground beef, or she's gonna mix some sausage in there too.
I think she got ground beef,
Nice.
but her stuffed peppers are off the chain, man.
Should do the variety of colors, or just like a green one.
She usually does a variety of colors, but they send us all yellow bell peppers this time, so which is fine. I like yellow. I like yellow bell peppers. I don't like the green. I mean, I don't want to say I don't like the green ones, but I prefer the yellow, orange, and red ones to the green ones.
For sure.
They have a different flavor.
Yeah, the green ones are a little bitter.
Yeah,
they do.
Better.
They do good in other dishes like Philly cheesesteaks and things like that. But
sausage, peppers, and onion sandwiches that
you
can't find a decent one around here anywhere. The last time I had one when I was before I moved down here from New York.
That's partially because most people don't even know how to cook a sausage the right way. So
most people down south, they're like smoked sausage. And smoked sausage is great, but
yeah,
I grew up on Italian sausages.
And you need to either pan sear that or bake it nicely in the oven with a flip, and then that way, then you can take it and you can smother it with all your veggies on a nice bun and enjoy it.
I'm getting hungry. Zen, yeah, she does. Oh man, you know what? They're so good. Like I never really asked her what she put in them. I know she puts rice and ground beef and the Italian tomato sauce and all that good stuff. Some chopped up onions. I think she did mushrooms one time. I know a lot of people don't like mushrooms. I do.
Oh, mushrooms are delicious.
But she's made them a few different ways, and I mean, she hasn't made them yet where I didn't like it. I mean,
the rice way is delicious. It's been a long time since I've had it with rice. But at that other place that I used to work at when I was in the meat department, we would do the Italian breadcrumbs, the garlic tomato sauce that they had, and just the ground beef, and that was always really good.
Yeah, I like them with rice in them. But I was going to tell you something. Now I forgot what it was. Because we got to talking about food, and food makes my brain go numb.
Makes mine go yum.
That too. Thinking about stuffed grape leaves, yeah. What are they called? The Greek ones, the dolmatas or whatever. Those are amazing. I love those things. See, we got on food now. Now everybody's gonna be like, what about this? I love it.
Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah. Some people just stuff them with meat. It comes out like meat. Yeah, I mean that's not bad. I prefer rice in mine. I'm a big rice eater, anyways. I like rice. Kalamata,
Yeah,
no,
that's
not
another name for him. I think. I thought
Kalamata is an olive.
right, but I think it's still wrapped in like a grape leaf or something.
Yeah,
It's wrapped in something.
it's rice and lamb. I want to say the dolmata,
Right.
because I know we get them from the Greek restaurant whenever we order Greek, and they're called dolmatis or dolmatas. I can't. We're probably not pronouncing it right. But anybody who's familiar with Greek food gets what I'm saying.
Hmm.
They're good. It doesn't matter how you pronounce it. They're good.
Yeah, some naan bread, some tzatziki sauce, and some lamb. Let's go.
Big old platter of uh, gyro fixins in front of me, and I'm good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kalamata olives. I don't know. I've had some that I like, and some like as soon as it touches my tongue, I spit it out. I can't. I don't know. Like it just depends on what brand it is. But oh, I don't know. So, what time you got everybody coming over there, Eddie?
I was gonna contact Jacob and them as soon as we get off and see where they're at. They were supposed to be wrapping things up out there in Destin and heading this way around 3:15, I think. And then Matt told me to call him when I got off the stream to see where he was at. So I'd say by 3:20, 3:30, I should be able to give you some kind of a confirmation.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come help for a little bit. Like I said, I can at least, if you want to get that 72 shut down, I can get that out of your hair.
Right. Okay.
That way I can figure out where the hell I'm going to put it in my house.
Right. The weirdest thing is like trying to figure out what I'm going to do with those 3 racks of aquarium accessories and decorations that I've been trying to get people to come and liquidate for like a month.
I wish I could store them for you, but
You're good. Like
I just don't have the room for it.
yeah, it's just a lot. It's insane to see what you accumulate in 5 years, especially if you don't ever like liquidate things over.
That's why I can't store them for you.
Comprehend.
Because me and the wife are both hoarders, not like hoarders like you see on TV, but we find things like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let me put it in this room, and I'll get it when I need it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I definitely look like a hoarder right now. There's the pathway to walk through the house. Basically, the whole time I was like, all right, I've got a tank that's fixing to come in that's 24 by 32. And I make sure that I got 24 inch by 32 inch room space to get through this hallway that's 34 inches wide with a 32 inch wide tank, and then get it underneath a door that's 79 inches tall with a tank that's 84 inches tall. Yeah.
What's up, Bunny Viper? Anyways, so we've got like 30 seconds left, so we can go ahead and start wrapping it up. Unless you got anything else exciting going on.
No, that's new place, new adventures for Eddie's Fish Den. Always great to have conversations on the Ferlo Aquatic live streams on Sunday. So
It's fun. I enjoy doing it.
a lot.
I'm glad.
I definitely.
I appreciate you doing it with me because, like I said, it was kind of my entrance back onto YouTube to start doing stuff, and you know, it's easier to talk to somebody than it is to talk to myself. Basically, I mean, I would be talking to people in chat, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, when you're able to bounce back and forth with somebody, there's not as much. I guess you wouldn't really want to say dead space, but it is like a dead air.
Dead space, yeah, dead air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Thanks, Zen. Don't forget Eddie's channel if you're not subscribed. Eddie's Fish Den. Eddie's Fish Den. Go over and give him a sub.
Please and thank you, everybody. There's one video up right now of the 280-gallon tank, but I've got to get some more videos up.
We'll get there.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, we need to do some DIY videos of when you do that 280.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when this big one gets its new glass panel.
Yeah, we need to get some footage of that. So whether it works or doesn't work.
Right. I will say that I found out that was 3/4 inch glass and not 1/2 inch.
Mm.
So I'll definitely be putting that pink insulation foam on the stand when I set the tank up. That way it'll give some buffer for that glass.
Okay. Yep, like I said, we'll get it all figured out. But I appreciate it.
Fun.
Thanks everybody for coming in, and I'm sure I'll see you in everybody else's streams later, and come on by Kaler's Aquatics later on, and we're gonna be talking about some cool fish and cool stuff. So
I love that Zen Ginger just called us E².
E². That's funny. Oh, and you disappear on me. Okay. All right. Bye, everyone.